Hello friends, in this lesson we will talk about layer masks. Open this file. Now in this file we have two layers, these clouds, and this is the layer on top. I want to delete this sky and replace it with these clouds. Now there are a couple of different methods of deleting the pixels. One of them is a destructive method by using something like the eraser tool. Now if I go to this layer and take the eraser tool and start erasing, we are revealing this cloud layer underneath. But this is a destructive way of working. We have completely removed those pixels from this layer. If I turn it off, you can see these are the transparent pixels now. There is no information left here. If at a later point of time we want those pixels back, there is no way out to do so because they are gone permanently. Right now I can undo, but maybe at a later stage we can't. So the layer masking is much better and a non-destructive way of working. To create a layer mask, we need to select the layer and click on this third button from left. Click on this. It has added this layer mask. With the help of layer mask, we can erase anything and get it back at any point of time. Let's see how it works. We will select this layer mask. As soon as we click on this, we can see a border around it. It means it is selected. If we click on this, our color layer is selected. We will select the layer mask. We need to paint on the layer mask with black or white color. So let's take the brush, and our swatch is already selected to the default. I'll hit X to swap them. Now you can see that the whole mask is white. White means opaque and black means transparent. Just remember this always. White is opaque and black is transparent. Now if we start to paint, we have erased those pixels. That is, we have made those pixels transparent. You can see on the layer mask, this area is black. Black is for transparency and white is for opaque. Now the beauty of the layer mask is that if at any point of time we want to get those pixels back, just swap this swatch by pressing X and start painting with white. And we got our erased pixels back. We can also tell Photoshop to show us both the layers partially. To do that, we will have to paint this mask with grey. I'll pick a grey color like so and start painting. You can see a bit of both the layers like so. I'll again press D to make it default and hit Alt backspace to fill it with white. Let's now quickly remove this sky. Let's take a selection tool, say quick selection. I am taking quick selection. You can take any of the selection tool and select the sky. Hit Ctrl backspace to fill it with black. We have completely removed that sky. You can see in the mask. Again, the beauty of the masks is that they are completely non-destructive. At any point of time, we can delete them or make adjustments to them. I'll hit Ctrl D to deselect. If we want to see the result of our image without the mask, just bring the cursor here and shift click. It is cancelled out. The mask is still there, but we don't see its effect on our image. To turn it back on, again shift click. Now this link icon links our layer mask with our color layer. If we take the move tool and move this layer, it will move both the layer and its mask. We may come across some situations where we do not want to link them together. We can break the link by clicking on this link, and now if I move the layer, only the layer is moving. The mask is not moving. We can do the opposite. We can move the mask, click on the mask and start moving. The mask is moving now and the color layer is stable. To bring the link back, click on the space between these two and they are linked again. Now if we move, they both move together. We can also move this mask to another layer. Let's make a new layer. Fill this layer with the black color by pressing Ctrl backspace. Click on the mask and drag it up. The mask is now moved and linked to this layer. I'll hit Ctrl Z. We can also duplicate this mask. To duplicate, press Alt on your keyboard and then drag it. It has now been duplicated and linked to this layer. To delete a mask, just right click on the mask and delete it, or just drag it to the trash. Now it will ask whether to apply or delete. If we press delete, it has deleted it completely from our scene. I'll undo and again try to trash it. This time I'll hit apply. What it has done is it has merged them before deleting. I'll delete this layer altogether. Now in our earlier lessons we saw that the adjustment layers come with a layer mask with them. Say if I want to tweak some colors of this layer, I'll create an adjustment layer, levels. Let's link this adjustment layer to just this layer. I do not want the adjustment to affect this layer. To do so, bring your cursor on this line between these two layers, hit Alt, the cursor changes to a downward arrow and click. Now this adjustment will only affect this layer and not this layer. Let's now tweak some colors, say blue. Now it matches with the sky. Okay. Now there is this mask attached to this adjustment layer. What we can do is we can paint some areas which we do not want to be affected by this adjustment layer. Take our brush, swap the colors and start painting. So this black color shows the transparency and we have got the original colors back. It means that these areas are not affected by this levels adjustment. I'll again press Ctrl backspace to fill it with our background color, that is white. So these masks are incredibly useful and I would recommend always using these anytime you have to erase or remove pixels from an image. Layer masks give us more freedom to get those pixels back or modify them at any point of time. That's all for this lesson, friends. See you in the next lesson.